For decades, you've been told a simple, comforting lie. Eat your vegetables, all of them. It's advice given with the best intentions. But what if that well-meaning advice is secretly holding you back? What if some of the most common vegetables are actively working against your body, inflaming your joints and scrambling your hormones? New research reveals this is a reality for millions over 60. In this video, we will arm you with the truth. We'll count down the 4 vegetables that are your body's worst enemies after 60, and the 4 certified heroes you should eat every week. We'll reveal why one common food is linked to a 46% higher cardiovascular mortality risk, and how another can slow cognitive decline by over 30%. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Let's begin. First, let's talk about the foods that build you up. The life-saving vegetable number 4 is purple cabbage. Inside its deep violet color are powerful compounds called anthocyanins. Think of these as nature's cleanup crew. As you age, your body accumulates damage from tiny biological bandits called free radicals, which cause oxidative stress. Anthocyanins neutralize these bandits on site. Their power is real. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found older adults who ate the most anthocyanin-rich foods, like purple cabbage, had a 24% lower risk of heart disease. It's also packed with prebiotic fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut, supporting your immune system. So what's the best way to prepare it? Your best bet is to shred it raw into salads. A quick stir-fry for just a few minutes also works perfectly, but treat it gently, as overcooking destroys its power. The life-saving vegetable number 3 is okra. If you've dismissed it as slimy, I urge you to reconsider. That texture is precisely what makes it a superfood for managing blood sugar. Inside each pod is a soluble fiber called mucilage. This mucilage forms a gel-like net in your digestive tract, slowing down how fast sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream. This prevents the energy roller coaster that leaves you feeling drained. A 2021 study in Food Science and Nutrition found daily okra dropped fasting blood sugar by over 20%, a result you'd hope for medication. To get these benefits without the slimy texture, cook it quickly. Roasting is fantastic. Just slice the pods, toss with a little olive oil, and roast at a high temperature until crispy. A life-saving vegetable number 2 is beetroot. This isn't just a colorful ingredient. It's a potent tool for your cardiovascular system. As we age, our arteries tend to stiffen like old rubber hoses, forcing your heart to work harder and driving up blood pressure. Beetroot contains high levels of natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide acts as a natural relaxant for your arteries, helping them widen and improve blood flow. A 2019 study in hypertension research found that daily beetroot juice lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 11 points in older adults. Better blood flow also helps your brain, with a 2017 study showing it increased blood flow to the brain's memory and decision-making centers. To get the most out of them, roast beets whole to bring out their sweetness. For a no-mess option, you can buy the pre-cooked, vacuum-sealed beets available in most grocery stores. The life-saving vegetable number 1 is kale. It has earned its reputation as the king of greens. First, for your brain, it's packed with 2 crucial antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. A landmark 2020 study in neurology revealed that seniors with the highest intake of these compounds experienced 32% slower cognitive decline. That means sharper memories and more independence. Second, for your bones and heart, kale is a powerhouse of vitamin K. 1 cooked cup provides over 600% of your daily needs. Vitamin K is essential for directing calcium into your bones and keeping it out of your arteries, where it can form dangerous, Velcro-like plaque. But there is one crucial rule with kale: cook it. Eating large amounts of raw kale can interfere with thyroid function. Sautéing it with olive oil and garlic for 3 to 5 minutes is perfect. For a snack, try kale chips. Tear the leaves, toss in olive oil, and bake at a low temperature until crisp. Now we turn to the other side of the truth. These next 4 vegetables are common and silently sabotaging the health of millions of seniors. Let's count down the vegetables you should avoid. The dangerous vegetable number 4 is sweet corn. Corn is a high glycemic vegetable. This means it dumps sugar into your blood like a fire hose, causing a rapid spike. Your body responds with a flood of insulin. When this happens over and over, your cells become insulin resistant, the silent path to type 2 diabetes. A 2020 study in diabetes care found that diets high in glycemic foods, like sweet corn and white bread, were linked to a 46% higher risk of insulin resistance in older adults. So it's worth choosing lower glycemic veggies when possible. The takeaway is simple: make corn a rare treat, not a staple. Swap it for roasted cauliflower or steamed green beans. The dangerous vegetable number 3 is the white potato. Potatoes are cheap, filling, and extremely high on the glycemic index, causing that same damaging blood sugar spike and crash. But the danger goes further. A massive 2016 study in the BMJ found that people eating potatoes, baked, boiled, or mashed, 4 or more times a week had up to a 33% higher risk of developing high blood pressure. The problem is compounded by how we cook them. Frying creates inflammatory compounds, while mashing with butter and salt turns a starch into a direct threat to your heart and kidneys. The solution? Treat white potatoes like a dessert. When you get a craving, choose a sweet potato instead, which is lower on the glycemic index and packed with antioxidants. The dangerous vegetable number 2 is eggplant. This vegetable contains hidden compounds called alkaloids that can be problematic for older adults. In sensitive individuals, they can trigger or worsen inflammation in joints and muscles. Furthermore, eggplant is like a sponge for oil. When you fry or grill it, it soaks up fat, and the combination of alkaloids, heat, and oil creates a pro-inflammatory cocktail inside your body. It also contains oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stones. For these reasons, if you have an inflammatory condition like arthritis or kidney issues, it may be wise to avoid eggplant entirely. If you do eat it, cook it thoroughly with minimal oil. The dangerous vegetable number 1 is canned tomatoes. Let me be perfectly clear. Fresh tomatoes are wonderful. The danger lies in the can. Most metal food cans are lined with a resin containing a chemical called bisphenol A, or BPA. BPA is a known endocrine disruptor. It scrambles your body's hormonal signals, mimicking estrogen. As you age and your hormonal balance becomes more delicate, this can accelerate weight gain and tank your energy. A 2020 study in environmental research linked high BPA levels with up to 46% higher cardiovascular mortality risk. But many cans today are BPA-free, so choosing wisely matters. As if that weren't enough, canned tomatoes are typically packed with sodium, putting a direct strain on your blood pressure and kidneys. This is the easiest, most important swap you can make. Switch to tomatoes sold in glass jars. If you absolutely must use a can, look for one explicitly labeled BPA-free, and always rinse the contents to reduce sodium. So let's recap the mission. Every meal is a choice. You can either build your body up or unknowingly break it down. You now know that powerhouse vegetables like kale and beetroot are your allies, while common staples like potatoes and canned tomatoes can be saboteurs. This isn't about a perfect diet. It's about making smarter, informed choices, one meal at a time. You are now armed with the science, to take back control of your health. So, my question for you is, what is the one change you are going to try this week? Will you swap your canned tomatoes for a glass jar? Will you try making kale chips for the first time? Let me know in the comments below. Your journey inspires others. And if you found this information valuable, please give this video a like and click that subscribe button. We are dedicated to bringing you science-backed advice to help you thrive in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Stay strong, stay sharp, keep moving.